So you can't turn on a TV or open a newspaper without hearing about increases in income inequality, a decline in the quintessentially American dream of working hard to get ahead and earn a middle-class lifestyle. And while these concerns are valid and shared by many Americans, there's one proposal that's commonly used to fix income inequality that would actually increase income inequality and make the American dream harder to reach. And I'm going to talk about the minimum wage. Now, it's really not surprising that the minimum wage remains very popular. I mean, anyone with a heart would want their fellow Americans to earn more money. And I can't imagine how difficult it is to try to raise a family when you're earning an income that's barely above $8 an hour. But thankfully, this isn't the norm. It's rather an exception when families have to raise, when families are earning the minimum wage. Rather, very few people earn the minimum wage in the US, and those who do tend to be teens and young Americans. And is this really any surprise? Minimum wage jobs provide a critical opportunity for people to gain skills that are again, very important for their careers. And if they can't learn that in school, they need to get it somewhere. If you can't get your first job, how are you supposed to get your second or your third? I'm sure Bob, when he was working on commission, starting on, he wasn't earning much more than minimum wage. I mean, I know when I hired Jason at the Manhattan Institute, I was earning way less than minimum wage. And even myself, I started off washing dishes in a Thai restaurant. These are the first steps onto the career ladder that we need to make sure are available for other people. And again, you'll hear it taught, sure, some people are going to get a raise if we increase the minimum wage. But you know what? Other people are also going to lose opportunity. And this is not a trade-off that policymakers should be allowed to make. We're not going to let them play games and try to balance where the optimal amount of people losing their jobs versus people getting a raise are going to be. And this really shouldn't be surprising that when I looked at some numbers, I found that states with high minimum wages have higher teen unemployment rates than those that don't. Because the employers are never forced to actually pay the minimum wage. The real minimum wage is zero. They can always choose to fire someone or never give a teenager an opportunity at all. So again, we're looking at something that requires some trade-offs, and I'm sure the proponents of a minimum wage are really well-intentioned. They want to level a playing field, but what they're really doing is taking the career ladder and chopping the bottom rungs off. This is something that's fundamentally un-American when we believe in opportunity, and it's something that's going to have long-lasting negative effects on teenagers who can't get their first job. Again, instead of cutting income inequality and raising those at the bottom, all the minimum wage is going to do is keep those at the bottom down there. Thank you.